Okay, I need your help. I've been, a couple of years ago, I mean it must be at least 5 years ago, India Night posted, I think it was on Twitter originally, that a dear friend of hers was in hospital having treatment for breast cancer, and she was going to get her a Kindle and take it to her, having downloaded her favourite comfort reads. And I just thought, what an amazing idea, and how nice if you're stuck in the hospital to be delivered this kind of easy to read, fully lovely and present. And then a couple of weeks later she posted up her top 50, I think it was, comfort reads, and I loved it. I printed it off and I've got it somewhere. I think I keep it in my Kindle case so that if I'm stuck for something to read, when does that happen, I can refer to it. And quite a lot of them I've read, you know, all the Julie Coopers, Nancy Mitford. One of my favourite books, which is Hen's Dancing by Rafaela Barker, which I read in labour the night before I got married when I couldn't sleep. When I've been really ill at home, just when my dad had died and I couldn't do anything. You know, any time in my life where there's been like a complete brain takeover from whatever, I've read Hen's Dancing. So the fact that it was on there, I was like, it's not just me, it's such a lovely book. And some of them were so odd to me, like Madame Bovary, which I struggled to read because I found it quite disturbing, and a couple of other things like that. But surely that's the great thing about one of those lists, is it throws you out stuff that you're not quite sure about. So I then thought what I wanted to do was compile my top 50 comfort reads, quite a lot of which will have been stolen from India Night's list, which you now can't find online. But it also made me think about the time that my husband was introducing me to his friends, and he banged on about his friend who was the best read person ever. And at the time, I was about to start working in publishing. I was at university and I read a lot. It's the one thing I've done consistently, whether I've been off the rails, on the rails, new mother, whatever, is that I have had something by my bed that I'm reading. And so I was a bit like, is he better read than me? So we've had this thing where I'm like, has he read this? Has he read that? And then I thought, another list, can you see a theme that I wanted to compile, is maybe top 50. I mean, I'm sure there should be 100, but I thought maybe that was too far. Top 50 must-reads / classics. So what I mean is, and this is so hard to define, which is why I need your help, top 50 books that if you met someone and they had read all 50 of those books, you would consider them to be well read. So I'm guessing stuff like 1 Jane Austen, 1 Dickens, and then, I mean, it's so hard to qualify what you think, because a lot of people will be like, I don't want to read Jane Austen, it's tripe. But then surely you should have read it to have an opinion on it. Anyway, what I want to know is, how do we do this? What are your opinions? I think that everyone should submit as many books as splash into their brain, and I will compile a huge long list, and then maybe on the blog or somehow I will do a voting thing so that everyone can vote, and then we'll have our top 50 list. Also, another problem I've come up against is, I guess it's going to be fiction, and I'll do a separate non-fiction list. Thoughts on that? So what I want you to do, if you can, is either on Facebook, on YouTube, on the blog, in the comments, or you can email me, is to send me as many as you can think of the books that you would expect to have on the top 50 must-reads / classics. I don't want to say classics because that implies that it's all like Dickens and Shakespeare and Hardy, and you know, of course there will be some of those on there, but there will also be some more modern things. and let me know, and I'm going to start making this huge list. Lolita, I'm thinking is going to have to be on there. It's my favourite book. This is my list. It was just such a lovely list to have access to, because everyone wants a comfort read sometimes. I know that everyone's comfort reads are different, but the thing that I found about this list was that I thought I was the only one paying attention, obviously, and then loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of people were going, oh my goodness, I love that book that's on there, and it would be one that I haven't read. So I've already got a list of stuff from there, like a Stella Gibbons that I haven't read, and I love Cold Comfort Farm, so I'm really looking forward to reading that. So yes, leave me comments below, comments on the blog, or email me, or talk to me on Twitter or something, and let me know what would be on your top 50 must-reads / classics, and your top 50 comfort reads. What do you pick up when you're ill, or you're bereaved, or you just need something that is going to make you feel good? Bizarrely, Rebecca is on there, and I completely agree with that. That takes me to a complete other world and is intriguing and absorbing every time. Okay, till next time, thank you for watching.